Hey, hello everyone. So in this particular video, let us try to understand the basic difference between base and a nucleophile. Well, I already made a video in which I have discussed about Lewis base and I have discussed about basicity. Well, these two terms, base and nucleophiles, are usually confusing. Students usually get confused between a base and a nucleophile. Let me tell you one thing. Whether a chemical species will be working as a base or will it be working as a nucleophile, that totally depends upon the reaction, and also it totally depends upon the action that it is carrying out. Now let us try to look at the definition for a nucleophile and a definition for a base. Both of them have got same definition. Base is any electron rich species that can share or donates its lone pair of electron, as well as nucleophile is any electron rich species that can donate its lone pair of electron. Basically, the term nucleophile is more important. Nucleophiles are those chemical species which have got lone pair of electron in them. Now they can be neutral or they can be charged. Most of your anions, or rather I should say all your anions, are nucleophiles. Nucleophile simply means nucleus loving, which have got lone pair of which are electron rich species, and they have got a lone pair of electron with them, which can be shared with electron deficient species. For example, let me say RO minus is electron rich, it can share its lone pair of electron. Minus NH2 can share its lone pair of electron. RNH minus can share its lone pair of electron. R2N minus can share its lone pair of electron. HS minus, RS minus, RSE minus, Cl minus, Br minus, I minus, Cn minus, and OH minus. All of them have got electrons and they are electron rich, and they can share the lone pair of electrons with any electron deficient species. Now, whether they will be working as a base or whether they will be working as a nucleophile, that totally depends upon their action, what they are doing in a chemical reaction. Now, apart from them, there are few neutral species which have got lone pair of electron. For example, let me say water, H2O, for example, ammonia, NH3, RNH2, R2NH, the nitrogen derivative, ammonia derivative, RN3, alcohol, ROH, RCOOH, then you have got RSH, then you have got PR3. All these molecules are neutral, but they have got the lone pair of electrons which they can use to make a bond with an electrophile. Now, what basically do you mean by an electrophile? Electrophile is any chemical species which is deficient, electron deficient, and it is craving for electrons. So all these chemical species can share the lone pair of electron with an electrophile. If these chemical species share their lone pair of electron with hydrogen, or simply I'm saying they are involved in acid base reactions, they will be called as base. So I can say base is basically a subset of nucleophile. Let us try to understand this with a basic chemical reaction. Okay, I have got this chemical reaction where I have got OH minus and it's trying to attack H bond Cl. Okay, and OH minus is going to share its lone pair of electron with this hydrogen present over there. Now hydrogen present over here can work as an electrophile. It's electron deficient. Right now it's not electron deficient, rather I would say. So if your nucleophile attacks a hydrogen, now HCl over here can be called as Lowry-Bronsted acid. It can be called as Lowry-Bronsted acid because it can supply or it can produce H plus ion. So your OH minus ion is attacking a Lowry-Bronsted acid, or I can say it's attacking an hydrogen, it's abstracting an hydrogen from this molecule. So right now over here OH minus is working as a base. I hope you got that point. So whether OH minus will be a nucleophile or whether it will be a base depends upon its action. On the contrary, let us say I have got this molecule, it's an alkyl halide methyl chloride. I have got CHH and Cl. Over here, Cl present over here is also a base because Cl minus can also be considered as a nucleophile which was attached with this carbon. Now OH minus over here replaces this Cl minus. OH minus will attack on this electron deficient carbon. Okay, now when your nucleophile attacks any species other than hydrogen, any species other than hydrogen, it will be called simply a nucleophile. But when it attacks hydrogen, a special name is given that will be called as a base, and now it will be working as a Lewis base, because the definition of a Lewis base says that any species that can donate its lone pair of electron, and since OH minus is involved in an acid base reaction, it will be called as a base. So I hope this confusion is quite clear right now. So in a chemical reaction, when you see that a nucleophile is attacking any species apart from hydrogen, it will be only called as nucleophile. But when it attacks a hydrogen, it tries to abstract that hydrogen from that particular species or from that particular substrate, it will be called as a base. So I hope this short video was quite useful in clearing the basic difference between a nucleophile and a base. In case if you like this video, please do consider subscribing the channel. Till then, bye bye, take care, and God bless you all.